Hello, how you doing? Look, this is what we're making today. So we're doing Chinese sausage, like a little stir fry. I've got some tofu in there. You don't have to put that in. And a selection of vegetables. Really, really simple, delicious. Welcome back to How to Cook Great. Okay, so let's start by talking about our Chinese sausage. Like 99% of the time it's going to be pork. There's a lot of fat in it. You can get it in chicken, sometimes beef, even some sort of seafood sort of thing. But generally it's going to be pork. You kind of get it in a packet like so. There's about 3 cups there. I've cut that up into pieces, as you can see. Now what I want to do is I want to go straight to the cooker with this, because sometimes it's so fatty that well, you can see there's a lot of fat in there. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and render it out a little bit. Like I say, it might be okay, it might not be. I've cooked it before and like tons of oil come out, and you don't want that in your dish. Let's get to the cooker, start with this, and then we can move on. So in a dry pan, you can see I've got a dry pan there. Just drop it in. Medium heat, go for about 4 minutes or so, and you'll see pretty much straight away if it's going to render out or not. Like I say, sometimes I've done this and there's hardly anything come out. Sometimes I've done it, it's covered it, which we obviously don't want. So little trick there before we move ahead and make a lovely little recipe with it. Okay, off goes the heat. That one was okay, wasn't it? There's not too much oil come out of it at all. Sort of tossed it around. Like I say, I've done it before, and it's kind of, you know, it's like a bloody inch of oil in it. So that's okay. Just a little tip for you there. Right, let's get this out, set it aside, and then we can start actually getting this together. So there you go, look, there's our sausage. You've just seen me kind of try and get some fat out of that, but it's actually quite good. Now, Chinese sausage is super processed meat. Like I say, it's nearly always pork, and there's sugar in it. It's usually quite sweet. Now, what we're gonna add here, vegetable wise, is entirely up to you. Let me go through what I'm adding. I've got half a cup of green onions, a cup of bell peppers, a cup of carrots. You can see I've cut them in rounds but really thin. There's a cup there, so it's half a cup of sugar snaps and half a cup of mange tout. I've got about a tablespoon of garlic and a tablespoon of ginger, a couple of cups of fresh mushrooms, tofu. So I've got big chunky tofu there which I've fried. What you do with tofu is you get it out of the packet, try and get as much moisture out of it, cut it into the shape you want, and then you can just fry it till it's golden brown. It's going to be beautiful and white inside. I also sometimes air fry that. If you don't want to use oil, you could air fry that. We've got 3 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of a light soy. Let's get moving. So you're going to need a wok or a pan or something. I'm going back in that same pan that we had the sausage in earlier. Let's drop in our garlic and our ginger. We're going to just throw this around for a few seconds. Now, I'm not using onions in this today. You could use onions if you want and get them in now. We are going to drop in now our carrot and our green beans, which are actually sugar snaps, and then mange tout, the kind of flattened ones. But like I say, any veg goes. Just get your hardest veg in first, and we're going to go just for 2 minutes on a high heat, stirring pretty much all the time. Then we're going to get our sausage in there, our Chinese sausage, the bell pepper, and like I say, any veg selection goes. This is just what I'm using here today. Think about celery could go in, which is quite nice, bamboo shoots or something. Okay, stay on this high heat, go for another 2 minutes, again stir frying pretty much all the time here. Then we're going to drop in our mushrooms. That's my last vegetable. Going to get that fried tofu in. Now, if you're going to use tofu, you don't have to do it as large as I've done. I like it kind of chunky in there. And again, 2 to 3 minutes stirring around. We're nearly done. This is so easy and so beautiful. I'm now going to add some black pepper, fairly generous. I'm not going to add salt. If you want to add salt, you can add salt, but the soy that we're adding and the oyster sauce I find salty enough, but you can Sort yourself out there. Okay, look, water. We've got about 50 ml of water, so a small amount of water. We're going to add the light soy, a couple of tablespoons. The oyster sauce, about 3 tablespoons. 2 more minutes stirring, job done, beautiful. Okay, off goes the heat. Let's grab those green onions. These are the only onions going in this one. Gonna hold a little bit back just for the top. And then, didn't show you this earlier, but I do like a nice little glug or 2 of sesame oil in there. Give it a really beautiful nutty flavor. 1 stir, serve, well done. So just plated that up, and I put a few more little bits of green onion on there, spring onion or scallions, whatever you call them, and then just a few little sesame seeds. That's it, job done. That's beautiful. I hope you enjoy that. You keep safe, you keep well. I'll see you soon. Lots of love. Thanks a lot for getting to the end of the video. If you'd like to give me a thumbs up, that does help us out quite a lot with the algorithm and such like. Subscribe if you like, you'll get notified about what we're doing. There's a thanks button if you want to donate. See you soon.